This sound evokes the frozen mystery of the tundra, where plants grow small and short to shield themselves from the cold, blustery wind. Animals huddle together to keep warm, with thick coats of fat and fur. Owls hunt in the night, under the cover of the quiet darkness. In the tundra, like any other ecosystem, ecological concepts, processes, and interactions govern its community structure and function. The geological distribution of living things depends upon their needs and how well an ecosystem can support them. Each organism has a specific range of conditions in which it can thrive. Temperature, precipitation, the balance of shade and sun, for example. This range of conditions is called the fundamental niche. However, ecosystems may not be able to offer the full range of conditions in which an organism can live. Typically, an ecosystem's environment only partially intercepts with an organism's fundamental niche. The range of conditions that an organism actually lives in is called its realized niche. The realized niche of plants and animals in the tundra includes dry, cold conditions, with no tree cover to protect from the howling wind. Organisms that live up here must be able to face the cold. Their fundamental niche includes these harsh conditions. An organism's geological distribution also depends on available resources: nutrients, water, and for plants, sunlight. The tundra offers low levels of critical nutrients for plant growth, so why would things choose to live here? Perhaps simply because other organisms cannot. The tundra's harsh conditions provide low levels of competition and seemingly endless space to thrive for organisms willing to brave the harsh conditions. This audio clip summons feelings of belonging, of the reward for going where others will not. Organisms can only thrive in environments that support their needs, but they also mold and grow and change to better survive in their environment. The process by which a living thing evolves to adapt to its environment is called evolution, specifically by natural selection. Plants in the tundra have evolved to be short, compact, and low to the ground, for protection from the wind. Their roots only penetrate the thin, unfrozen top layer of the soil. There are no trees. Animals here store fat to keep themselves warm and have thick coats of fur. They are largely white-colored to blend in with the ice and snow. The insects that live here are special too. Their blood contains antifreeze, which allows them to survive the cold without the insulation that mammals and birds have. These special traits are adaptations, which these creatures have gathered over generations of mutations. Organisms shift to environments best suited for them, and shift themselves to better inhabit those places. This audio brings to mind the process of evolution, because it grows and changes throughout, molding itself into a shape that better fits. Communities are driven by interactions between organisms and the physical factors of their environment. The interactions between organisms can be summarized in a food web. Energy enters into an environment via producers, which, in the tundra, take in energy in the form of light from the sun and convert it into usable chemical energy. These include shrubs, grasses, and lichens. Lichens, a symbiotic relationship between an algae and a fungus, are considered primary producers even though they are not plants. Organisms that eat primary producers are considered consumers, and their interactions with the living things they eat is called predation. There are limitations in the number and variety of food sources that exist in any given environment, so organisms also interact with each other via competition, in which they compete for these limited resources. Small mammals, such as lemmings, hares, and squirrels, feed on the primary producers. Other animals on lower trophic levels include caribou, which feed on lichen. Higher level consumers include Arctic foxes, wolves, polar bears, and snowy owls. The owl, the creature whom this audio clip is based on, eats small mammals. The web of interactions between the creatures of an ecosystem is complex, tying together every organism. The Mi'kmaq people emphasize two-eyed seeing, the guiding principle of joining indigenous perspectives and Western beliefs. True vision requires both eyes. We must join the strengths of both perspectives. Western science, especially ecology, tends to focus on the structure and function of ecosystems and communities, quantifying their interactions, understanding their processes. Indigenous perspectives bring humanity back into the picture and emphasize our relationships with the natural world. The intersection between humanity and science is critical to our understanding of and relationships to the natural world. When making decisions about our human impact on the tundra and other ecosystems, we must consider both perspectives. We must understand the numbers, the math, the objective fact of climate change, and also our role in it. We must trust the perspectives of those who live in harmony with the land as a part of the ecosystem. Trust that they have the knowledge of the best way to protect it.